The rate of doubling of cases of COVID-19 sees a major drop due to lockdown in the country. Earlier doubling was in just 3.4 days. Now the doubling rate is 7.5 days. 18 states perform better than the national rate. According to the Union Home Ministry's guidelines, relaxation of lockdown in select areas, several activities in COVID-free zones. No relaxation in several states including Delhi, Telangana and Punjab. Union Home Ministry expresses concern over relaxation given by Kerala and other states in addition to the guidelines issued by the centre. Appeals to states and union territories to strictly comply with lockdown rules and not to give any other relaxation in addition to what the centre has already given. 6 central teams to go to 4 states for an on-the-spot assessment of COVID-19 situation. 2 interministerial teams each will go to West Bengal and Maharashtra, and 1 team each is going to Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Report to be submitted to the centre after taking stock of the ground situation. Total 14,175 active cases of COVID-19 till now in India. Death toll of 543 persons, while 2,546 persons have recovered and are back at home. COVID-19 cases continue to spiral globally, with the numbers crossing 24 lakh and 1.65 lakh fatalities, while the toll nears 41,000 in the worst hit United States. Prime Minister Narendra Modi speaks to Maldives President Ibrahim Mohamed Solih on the phone. Both brief each other about the present COVID-19 situation in each other's countries, express satisfaction at active implementation of coordination mechanism between SAARC nations. Union Home Minister Amit Shah speaks to Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray on the issue of the Palghar lynching case. Thackeray briefs the Home Minister about the steps taken by the state government related to arresting the persons involved. And the holy month of Ramzan has begun this week. Several countries, including Saudi Arabia and the UAE, are leading Muslim clerics issue strict guidelines for offering prayers at home and avoiding public gatherings during Ramzan. Namaskar, this is the latest on DD News and DD India. I'm Gautam Roy. The Health Ministry in its daily briefing has now said that a total of 59 districts across 23 states and union territories that have not reported any fresh cases over the last 14 days.
माही और कोडगू इन दोनों जिलों में जहां पर कि पिछले 28 दिनों से कोई केस नहीं आया था, उसमें एक और जिला जुड़ गया है, वह है पौड़ी गढ़वाल उत्तराखंड से। साथ ही टोटल 59 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं 23 स्टेट और यूनियन टेरिटरीज से, जहां पर पिछले 14 दिनों से कोई केस नहीं आया है, जिसमें 6 नए जिले जुड़े हैं। वह हैं डूंगरपुर और पाली राजस्थान से, जामनगर मोरबी गुजरात से, नॉर्थ गोवा गोवा से, गोमती त्रिपुरा से।
A reduction in doubling rate has also been noticed in several states and union territories. The rate now stands between 20 to 30 days in these states and union territories. Listen in.
कुछ राज्यों में 20 से 30 के दिनों में भी डबलिंग रेट नोटिस किया गया, जो उनकी परफॉर्मेंस को दर्शाता है, जिसमें अंडमान निकोबार 20.1 है, हरियाणा 21 डेज, हिमाचल प्रदेश 24.5 डेज, चंडीगढ़ 25.4 डेज, असम 25.8 डेज, उत्तराखंड 26.6 डेज, लद्दाख 26.6 डेज। इसके साथ ही हमारी कुछ स्टेट इवन उनका 30 दिनों से भी ज़्यादा डबलिंग रेट, यानी कि उनकी परफॉर्मेंस, उनका केस मैनेजमेंट में हम इंप्रूवमेंट नोटिस कर रहे हैं, वह है उड़ीसा और केरला।
The centre has constituted 6 interministerial central teams, 2 each for West Bengal and Maharashtra and 1 each for Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. These teams will make an on-the-spot assessment of the situation and issue necessary directions to the state authorities. They will also submit their report to the central government. The situation is especially serious in Indore, Mumbai, Pune, Jaipur, Kolkata, Howrah, Mednipur East, 24 Parganas North, Darjeeling, Kalimpong and Jalpaiguri in West Bengal. The teams will focus on complaints related to implementation of lockdown measures, supply of essential commodities, social distancing, preparedness of health infrastructure, safety of health professionals and conditions of relief camps for labor and poor people. They will undertake assessments according to the guidelines issued under the Disaster Management Act 2005. Special attention will be paid to social distancing in movement of people and conditions of relief camps for migrant workers and the poor. Sample statistics in the district, safety of health professionals, availability of test kits, PPEs, masks and other safety equipment will also be looked into.
आपदा प्रबंधन अधिनियम 2005 के अंतर्गत गृह मंत्रालय ने 6 इंटर मिनिस्टीरियल सेंट्रल टीमों का गठन किया है। ये टीमें अपने निर्धारित स्थान पर पहुंच चुकी हैं। इन टीमों का भारत सरकार के एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी के स्तर के अधिकारी लीड कर रहे हैं। प्रत्येक टीम में 6 सदस्य हैं, जिनमें एक सीनियर पब्लिक हेल्थ स्पेशलिस्ट तथा नेशनल डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट अथॉरिटी के एक सीनियर अधिकारी भी शामिल हैं।
Now, in the first easing of lockdown measures for COVID-19, states across India have partially lifted curbs as part of a staggered reopening of the economy. Selective relaxation allowed by the centre during the second phase of nationwide lockdown, enforced from the 3rd of May, focuses on the rural sector and daily wage earners and does not apply to hotspot districts. It's to be noted that these easing of restrictions will not be applicable in the containment zones. The easing of restrictions in various sectors include all health services, including Ayush, all agricultural and horticultural activities, operations of fishing, marine and inland aquaculture industry, plantation activities such as tea, coffee and rubber plantations with maximum 50% workers, animal husbandry as well as financial sector.
Farming operations in the field, harvesting and sowing have been exempted from lockdown, but social distancing and social responsibility has to be maintained. Farming machinery, shops, custom hiring centers, services related to fertilizers and seeds, mandi operations for marketing have also been given concessions from lockdown to enable farming to proceed smoothly. Food grain production target has been fixed at an ambitious 298 million tons.
Restrictions have also been eased in the social sector. Manrega works with strict implementation of social distancing and face masks, public utilities, movement of loading and unloading of goods as well as cargo, which is inter and intrastate. Online teaching, distance learning is being encouraged. Supply of essential goods, commercial and private establishments, industries and industrial establishments, both government and private. Construction activities, private vehicles for emergency services, medical and veterinary, and for procuring essential commodities and for personal travelling to places of work. They're all exempted categories according to the instructions of state, union territory and local authorities and offices of the union government as well as states and union territory administrations. However, states like Punjab, Telangana and Delhi have refused to relax the lockdown situation and announced the extension to the 3rd and the 7th of May respectively. The Ministry of Home Affairs has written to some states and union territories which have been making their own list of essential activities and relaxations, asking them not to dilute provisions of the consolidated revised guidelines. In the letter, the MHA has asked them to ensure strict compliance of the revised consolidated guidelines and directed all concerned authorities for their strict implementation without any dilution. The centre has clarified that some states and UTs are issuing orders allowing activities that are not permissible under the Disaster Management Act 2005 and has cited a Supreme Court observation to be read as a direction. The Ministry of Home Affairs has questioned the measures taken by the government of Kerala regarding the opening of activities in the state which are prohibited by the centre. These include opening up of restaurants, public traffic, barber shops and bookshops. It also further said that the state government's order to resume activities within the state amounted to the dilution of the guidelines issued by MHA and order passed under Disaster Management Act 2005. Home Minister Amit Shah today spoke to Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray to inquire about the lynching of 3 people in the state's Palghar area. During the telephonic conversation, Thackeray apprised the Home Minister about the incidents and the steps taken to nab those involved in the incident. The MHA has sought a report in the matter from the Maharashtra government. On the 16th of April night, 3 Mumbai residents who were on their way to Silvassa were lynched by local residents in Palghar district on the suspicion that they were thieves. Now, 5 dedicated COVID-19 hospitals were launched in Odisha today through video conferencing. Odisha Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, Union Ministers Dharmendra Pradhan and Prahlad Joshi and other officials were present at the launch, which was through video conferencing. Central public sector enterprises like Indian Oil Corporation, MCL, NALCO, NTPC and Paradip Port Trust collaborated with local bodies in setting up these COVID hospitals in 5 districts of Odisha. The 5 places were hospitals were launched were in Talcher, in Bargarh, Navarangpur, Surendragarh and Jagatsinghpur.
Today, with the joint venture of Odisha government and 5 PSU, those who are working in Odisha, MCL, NALCO, NTPC, Paradip Port and IOCL, all these entities, all this organization and the state government came together. Today we dedicate 5 special COVID hospital. With these 5 hospital, Odisha is now prepared with 29 COVID hospitals. Odisha government has a plan to go up to 35 COVID hospitals. In the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and local Chief Minister Shri Naveen Patnaik, both of them are committed to give protection to the people of Odisha and entire country. I am confident the society is together today to defeat coronavirus.
Now, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha Secretariat resumed work starting today while maintaining the norms of social distancing in letter and spirit after they were shut on the 24th of March in the wake of the COVID-19 outbreak.
संसद की विधिवत कार्यालय शुरू हो चुके हैं। हम लगातार सभी माननीय सदस्यों से संपर्क में हैं। इसके लिए जो भी आवश्यकता है, सतर्कता है, वो बढ़ती गई है और जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी के ऊपर के अधिकारी अभी संसद में आए हैं और हम कोशिश है कि सतर्कता और सावधानी से संसद के इस भवन के अंदर बैठे सभी कर्मचारियों की सुरक्षा का विशेष रूप से ध्यान रखेंगे।
Now, we got some good news coming in from Puducherry, where workers under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act were seen working on a project whilst following social distancing norms and other precautions as prescribed by the health authorities. A supervising officer at the field shared a video of the same. Puducherry currently has 7 coronavirus cases, out of which 3 have been cured. The Union Territory has not reported any deaths due to the virus.
This work is in Pudukappam village, in Arenkuppam block of Pondicherry. Here now deepening of pond is taking place. 82 workers are working here. MG Narega works have started in 37 Gram Panchayats from today onwards. Nearly 10,000 workers are working today, and this particular work will contribute a lot for water harvesting, and this will help in when rain comes, storage of water. And we have trained all the workers of MG Narega in wearing of the masks, and you can see strict social discipline is being followed.
The Central Reserve Police Force organized a blood donation drive at AIIMS in Delhi. There's been a decline in voluntary blood donation since the coronavirus outbreak in the country. This is causing problems for patients who require blood every week or every fortnight. To fight this shortage and create awareness about blood donation, especially during this difficult period, personnel of a Parliament Duty Group of the CRPF came forward and took the charge.
We organize this blood donation drive in our campus, wherein we are our Jawans and officers are voluntarily donating blood. And through this donation drive, we want to give a message that in the ongoing pandemic of coronavirus, we do not fear blood donation. We should come forward and do blood donation.
कोरोना के चलते हुए, लॉकडाउन के चलते हुए जो रक्तदान है उसमें एकदम से लगभग 90% तक कमी आई है, चाहे वो वॉलेंट्री हो चाहे वो रिप्लेसमेंट डोनेशन हो, दोनों को मिला के। अब उम्मीद हम यही करते हैं कि ये छोटे छोटे कैंप है जो जिंदगी देंगे उन मरीजों के लिए जो वास्तव में जिनको हर 15 दिन के बाद या उनको हर एक हफ्ते के बाद ब्लड की ज़रूरत होती है।
Now, Poonch district continues to be free from coronavirus. No case has been reported so far. This has been possible because of the cooperation of the people of the district as well as the collective efforts and dedication of Poonch district administration, including healthcare workers and police department. The district's administration, including the healthcare workers and police department, implemented the lockdown strictly and continue to conduct regular checks in order to contain the spread of COVID-19. The civil administration also provided essential services at home.
जैसे कि आपको पता है कि हमारे जम्मू एंड कश्मीर में भी डिफरेंट केसेस हमारे कोरोना के आए हैं, लेकिन अभी तक हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट पुंछ में कोई भी केस कोरोना का पॉजिटिव नहीं आया है। इसके लिए हमारे जो पुंछ के लोग हैं वो बहुत मुबारक के मुस्तहिक हैं अभी तक कि उन्होंने जो गवर्नमेंट की डायरेक्शन है उसको फॉलो किया है। उन्होंने सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग भी बना के रखी है, उसके साथ साथ वो अपने घरों में महदूद रहे हैं।
इसके लिए हमने एक तो 24 आवर जो नाका है वो बीजी में इस्टेब्लिश किया है, जो इंटर डिस्ट्रिक्ट मूवमेंट है व्हीकल्स की उसको रेगुलेट करता है। उसके अलावा जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट के अंदर जितने भी हमारे इम्पोर्टेंट वनरेबल प्लेसेस हैं वहाँ पे हमने डिप्लॉयमेंट की है, ड्रोन्स का भी इस्तेमाल किया है ताकि हमारा जो लॉकडाउन है वो अच्छी तरह से इम्प्लीमेंट हो। और दूसरी तरफ इस लॉकडाउन के चलते हुए कुछ लोगों की जो दिक्कतें हैं उनको देखते हुए हमने हेल्पलाइन जो है वो भी इस्टेब्लिश की है। ओवरऑल सिचुएशन जो है वो अभी कंट्रोल में है और हमारे यहाँ पे अभी कोई भी केस जो है वो कोरोना पॉजिटिव नहीं है।
बिल्कुल ऐसा कोई केस यहाँ पे अभी जो है वो हमारे पास पॉजिटिव केस अभी हमारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट में अभी तक नहीं आया है और उसमें ये एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का बहुत बड़ा हाथ है, खास करके हमारी जो डिस्ट्रिक्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है, हमारे डीसी साहब हो गए, हमारे पुलिस जो हो गए और इनका जो है वो बहुत बड़ा, और हेल्थ की वजह से भी क्योंकि हमारी जगह जगह टीम्स लगी हुई हैं स्क्रूटिनाइज करके उनको प्रॉपर तरीके से स्क्रीनिंग करके, जैसे बीजी में है, देरा की गली में हो गया, बफलियाज में हो गया, कृष्णा घाटी की तरफ, यहाँ सब जगह पे जो है हमारी वो स्क्रीनिंग टीम्स लगी हुई हैं, उनको स्क्रीन करके यहाँ वहाँ से भेज रही हैं।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi had a telephonic conversation with Ibrahim Mohamed Sori, the President of Maldives. The leaders updated each other about the current state of COVID-19 infections in the country. They expressed satisfaction that the coordination modalities agreed between SAARC countries were being implemented actively. Prime Minister Modi was happy to hear that the Indian medical team deployed earlier to Maldives and the essential medicines gifted by India had contributed towards controlling the spread of the infection in the islands. Appreciating the special challenges that the pandemic poses for a tourism-dependent economy like the Maldives, Prime Minister Modi assured the Maldivian President of continued Indian support for minimizing the health and economic impact of COVID. Both leaders agreed that their officials would remain in touch on issues arising out of the present health crisis as well as other aspects of bilateral cooperation. Now, embattled businessman Vijay Mallya has lost his High Court appeal against his extradition order to India in relation to charges of fraud and money laundering amounting to an alleged 9,000 crore rupees. Vijay Mallya had appealed to the High Court against his extradition to India at a hearing in February this year. A two-member bench at the Royal Courts of Justice in London presided over the appeal, dismissed the appeal in a judgment handed down remotely due to the current coronavirus lockdown. Mallya is wanted in India on alleged fraud and money laundering charges amounting to an estimated 9,000 crore rupees. And that's all we have for the moment, but the latest continues right here on DD News and DD India. Stay tuned.